Alright, welcome everybody to a new series where I'm just gonna be venting my thoughts about things that annoy or irritate me. We have the title showing right up here and the topic of the video showing down here. So, let's not beat around the bush. Y'all know who I am. I'm Mike, the guy that gets mad over menial miscellaneous micro problems that agitate me to no end every Monday. Now to start off, I'm just gonna start ranting about perhaps the most annoying kind of person you can meet in the romance world. The bitches and bastards, we're all inclusive here, who suddenly ghost you. I mean, seriously, it's one thing if someone just never responds to you. You both match on Tinder or Gainda or some other BS dating app, and she doesn't care to respond. That's fine. It's one thing if she's not interested. Maybe it's kind of sus that she'd swipe right on you, but hey, we all make mistakes. I mean, look at me, right? No, instead I'm talking to the types that will talk with you, have a good conversation, maybe even have a phone call or voice chat with you, and then proceed to go radio silent when you so much as mention the idea of a date. Sometimes they'll respond to other things later on, something they call soft ghosting. And frankly, I know who you girls are, and you know who you are. I'm not naming names, but it's a scummy practice, and I want you to recognize that. We're all adults, we're not kids, and we're certainly not high schoolers, so stop acting like it. If you don't want to go on a date, well fuck that. If you just don't want so much as go on a platonic hangout, then say it. You can be rude as hell for all I care, just say something. Give it a sense of finality rather than leading me on, thinking there can be love or even just friendship. I mean, I took a day off work for you because you said you were interested and then proceeded to ignore my texts on the topic the day before and morning of said event, even though you said you were interested in doing said thing with me and responded to my other texts about unrelated stuff in between those two dates, you absolute dick. Sorry about that, guys. My therapist tells me that eventually I can get over myself and stop thinking that I'm some victimized cuck. But anyways, you can't tell me that it isn't at least a little bit scummy to go and talk about how lonely you are and how you wish you had someone to do stuff with, and then proceed to ignore any prompts about doing stuff with someone who has a genuine interest in your hobbies or personality. Now sure, I get it if it's someone just looking for a quick fling and you don't like hookups, or if you got safety concerns. Though, even then, just meet at a coffee shop or someplace really public. But look, I get it. It's a hard thing to turn online friends into real friends, and even harder to turn online dates into real dates. But look, you kind of lose all sympathy about loneliness. When you actively shun anyone who tries to befriend you. Look, at this point, y'all just stay in Westchester, stay in Trenton, stay in Collingswood, stay in New Holland, Shippensburg, Strasburg, whatever. Just don't come into Lancaster, because frankly, I don't want to deal with your crap anymore. Though, if you're interested in me, I don't really got a life, so I'm all yours if you want. Last person I actually loved was a few months, and while I may still love them, it wasn't exactly a mutual thing. The restraining order was when I had to throw in the towel. Plus, all the gas costs of traveling, so many miles made it too expensive to keep driving out to stalk or see them. But look, I'd say I'm a pretty nice guy. Hit me up, I'm just saying. So yeah, this was my first rant, and as you all can tell, it was pretty trash. But hey, if you liked it for some reason, I got a whole lot more to crap on in the future. So like and subscribe, and kindly screw off now. But if you want to give me money, though, maybe I'll set up a Patreon. We'll see. I don't know.